Hello everybody, welcome back to another More Copies to Video, episode 8, I believe, of EE. Quick math, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. Episode 8, if my arithmetic holds up. And what happened last time, we went on a shrine date. Before that, we joined a club, the Good Samaritan Club, because there was a cute girl as the recruiter, and that's pretty much all that happened. Other than that, it was somewhat uneventful. Anyway, let's kick this off. I wake up on time the next morning and quickly get ready for the day. Maybe if I'm fast enough, I can beat Mina to breakfast. After I get dressed and gather my things, I head downstairs. To my disappointment, both Mina and Erlen are already sitting at the table.
Nice of you to join us.
Erlen ignores me, happily chewing on a steamed bun. It looks like Aunt Miko left us meat and sweet bean buns, excuse me. I glance at her. Do you like it? Aw, she looking kinda cute there, I ain't gonna lie, man, she looking cute, man. She takes another bite and nods.
They're delicious.
You're delicious. I blink. That's the first time she's openly admitted to liking something. Mina claps her hands together in delight.
I knew you'd like it.
Yes, you were right all along.
So, Mina, how much convincing did it take before she tried one? Mina stares blankly.
None.
What?
Yeah, I just said they're good, and she tried one.
And she was right. They are good.
I narrow my eyes. So, if Mina says something's good, you'll trust her, but if I say something's good, you think it'll be bad.
Indeed.
She answered that a little too cheerfully, chewing another mouthful. At least she's trying new things. Mina, wing woman me, whatever works, tell her the opposite of what I want. It's opposite. That means if I say something's bad, she'll think it's good. Let's test this theory. Hey Erlen, you shouldn't wear your hair tied up. It looks better when it's down.
I know. That's why my hair is down.
No, you're supposed to do the opposite.
Why would I do that? We both agree that my hair looks better down.
You aren't supposed to agree with me. Both Erlen and Mina shoot me a weird look. This didn't turn out the way I thought it would. Mina turns back to Erlen.
Do you really not have these back home?
Erlen shakes her head, swallowing her bite.
No, but rest assured that will change. Once I return, I'll instruct my chef to make them every morning.
Mina's eyes widen.
Chef?
Wow, look at the time. We better get going before we're late. I don't want to go down this road. Better get Mina distracted so she'll stop asking questions. Luckily, Mina checks the time.
Oh, you're right. Let's hurry.
Grabbing an extra bun, I sling my bag over my shoulder and follow the girls out of the house. Mina and Erlen continue the chat and I tag a little bit behind. They've really hit it off. I've noticed them spending more time together in the house too. Hard sentence. We soon reach the school gates. Together we enter and cross through the courtyard. Although we aren't late, we're cutting it close. Most students are already in class. Hustling, we head down the hall and into the classroom where we take our seats. Yosei greets us enthusiastically, full of energy first thing in the morning.
Hey guys!
Hey man.
I was worried you weren't gonna make it on time today.
Before any of us can reply, the instructor enters. Really did cut it close.
Good morning, everyone. Please get settled. Class is starting.
We need more Miss Sato in my opinion. I would like to see a route dedicated to her in the future, if possible, thank you. After taking attendance, Miss Sato clears her throat.
As I'm sure you all know, the election for grade representative on the student council is this week. And I'm happy to share that we have 2 students in our class running this year. Because of this, I'm delaying the appointment of class representative until the end of the election. Whichever candidate is elected grade representative will also be our class representative.
The room is soon abuzz with whispers and murmurs. Holding both titles would be an extra honor. A hand raises into the air. Miss Sato calls on the student.
What if neither candidate is elected?
Then the class representative will be chosen the traditional way, based on academic merit.
The student seems satisfied with the answer. That makes sense to me too.
Now, with that out of the way, let's get started with our first candidate.
Miss Sato glances down at her notes.
Mr. Jiro Osamu, whenever you're ready.
Jiro immediately stands up in his seat, adjusting the thick glasses on his face. His uniform is starched and neatly pressed. He even has an extra pen and pocket square in his pocket. His expression is serious as he nods to the class.
Thank you, everyone. I would take my responsibility as grade representative very seriously, and we use this opportunity to make school life better for everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. He doesn't even have a little avatar, a little sprite in the bottom left corner. So, I'm guessing Erlen wins.
I'll work to make sure we have the best materials we need for learning, such as new textbooks and chalk. But not just any chalk, the good kind that doesn't leave streaks when erased.
Okay, this guy has my vote. He raises his fist in emphasis, but only gets a couple scattered claps in response. My eyes are drooping as he continues his speech. Even if I want to focus, his monotone voice makes it really hard. As I glance around the room, my classmates share my thoughts. Some have their heads in their hands as they lean on the desk. After what feels like an eternity, he sits back down. Sato has a pained smile on her face.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Osamu, for that, informative speech. And our second candidate is Miss Erilyn Dawn.
The class raises sleepy heads as Erlen stands. She must have been serious about student council yesterday.
Yes, that's right. I'm running for grade representative. I hope to have your support. Thank you.
The class sits to attention at her short speech, looking hopeful again. Jiro scoffs.
That's it? That's your opening remark?
I said all that was necessary.
You're not going to share what kind of platform you're running on?
My platform? It's simple. My platform is that of the people, by the people, and for the people.
See, I'm more in line with the new chalk that doesn't, leave marks when it's erased, but I guess this is okay. The class erupts into whoops and cheers, while Jiro sits dumbfounded.
What? That's not how this works! That's not how any of this works!
His protests are drowned out by the applause.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Erlen flashes the crowd a flirty wink before sitting back down. Then she glances at me.
Not bad, right? I was born to be a leader.
So moving, can command me any day, short and sweet. Yes, we'll do it. Erlen was so powerful a moment ago. Her confidence shone brightly and she captured the whole audience. That kind of commanding presence is very attractive. Not bad. You were on fire. Erlen's grin broadens.
So you were persuaded?
Your wish is my command.
Then I command you to vote for me.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Sato grins in amusement at the scene before her.
Thank you very much, Miss Dawn.
She claps politely before regaining control of the class.
Thank you for everyone's enthusiasm today. I hope you will all give your support to your fellow classmates. We'll get to hear more from each of our candidates tomorrow morning during the candidate debate.
Based on how today went, tomorrow's debate should be interesting. Erlen and Jiro are two very different candidates, and I'm curious to meet the candidates running from the other homeroom classes.
Now, let's begin today's lesson.
I refocus my attention on Miss Sato as she starts the class. Class goes by quickly. There's that bell. I think that's the lunchtime bell.
Ready to go to lunch?
I was right. Sure.
You guys go ahead. I have to take care of something first. I'll meet you there.
It's Mina guy going on. Okay. A little bit suspicious. I walk with Kosei to the cafeteria. We get settled at one of the tables. As I unpack another delicious bento from Aunt Miko, the savory smell makes my mouth water. I can't wait to dig in. Dude, look at this school, it's so futuristic. 26 degrees Celsius. They got all these signs and whatnot. These tables look like they're, Cushioned. This is the future, man. Kosei interrupts and onigiri. Onigiri. I'm going onigiri, and takes a big bite.
That was a crazy morning, right?
Yeah, I think the election will be exciting this year.
Me too. Erlen's definitely going to win.
Of course she is. She's too popular to lose. We haven't seen the other candidates. It could be just as cute as her. Or it could be Kira running against her. We don't know that yet.
Come on, there's no way Jiro is gonna beat her.
Yeah, but we don't even know who the other candidates are. Kosei pauses.
Oh yeah, I forgot there were more candidates. They probably can't beat Erlen either.
I hear a thud behind me. Both look over to see the source of the noise. 3 older students have gathered around a table, looming over an uncomfortable-looking guy. He's skinny and small, and his books are scattered on the floor. One guy, who I assume is the leader of the bullies, sits in the chair beside the scrawnier boy.
Rio, what's going on? I only got a 90 on that homework you did for me. It was supposed to be perfect.
I had to make some mistakes. If it was a perfect score, the teachers would get suspicious.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
Rio shrinks back as the older boy leans forward.
No, it's just a precaution.
The bully sits back up again, and Rio lets out a shaky breath.
Well, that's not what you promised me. You promised me a perfect score. We had a deal and you broke it, which means you still owe me.
This bully sounds like the kind of guy that makes you put on the maid outfit and be a femboy. And you know, it's not gay because he's the femboy, but you know, he's just kind of giving me that vibe right now from his voice. But that's just great voice acting. It makes him seem like he wants the femboy. We'll continue.
I'm sorry. I'll redo it.
The bully laughs, which prompts his friends to laugh too.
Oh, it's too late for that. I'll have to take your lunch as compensation.
No!
Let's see, what's on the menu for today?
Rio reaches for his food, but the bully swipes it first. All Rio brought was a plain rice ball. It's even smaller than Kosei's. He eats the food in one gulp, then frowns.
That's it?
That's all I have.
Well, you better come up with something fast because I'm still hungry.
Yeah, you messed up and you need to fix it. He's been very fair so far.
Oh, Bully 2. Bully 2 is giving me some... His voice is almost like that deep, sensual, attractive voice. Bully 1 likes the femboys. Bully 2, he will make you a femboy, and that's a fact. Wait, I hope there's a Bully 3. Rio gulps.
I don't have any money.
That's what everyone says until they suddenly have it.
I really don't have any.
I take another look at Rio. His uniform has been worn and washed so often that the colors have faded. It hangs loosely off his skinny frame. My guess is that it's secondhand. I can see the patches where holes have been hastily sewn up. It doesn't look like Rio is hiding any money. The bullies circle in on the boy.
We have to do something.
I look back to see Kosei clenching his fist, his teeth gritted in anger. Let's get a teacher, don't be hasty. Yeah, we should back him up. Yeah, you know, they're kind of being some douche bagels. You're right, that kid is about to get himself beat up. I get to my feet, ready to act, but Kosei is already one step ahead of me. Before the bullies can do further damage, Kosei storms over to them, although a few steps behind.
Hey, leave him alone.
The bullies are shocked for a moment, but their surprise quickly turns to amusement.
Is this one of your little friends, Rio?
Rio shakes his head, too stunned to speak.
You already got what you wanted from him, so just leave him alone.
He still owes me.
He doesn't owe you anything.
The bully laughs.
Why do you care? Unless you want to pay on his behalf.
The bullies smile in a predatory way. All Chris Hansen. They now surround Kosei like sharks. Kosei grins dangerously. The atmosphere is tense. The cafeteria has grown quiet.
You sure you want to start something with us first year? There's 3 of us and only 1 of you.
You mean 2 of us. I step up beside Kosei. He looks over to me, a strong determination in his eyes and a half smile on his face. He nods and I nod back.
3 of us.
Get out of here, Mina, come on. We all whirl around at Mina's voice. She marches up to the bullies, getting right in their faces.
Back off!
The bullies pause, frowning.
Now you have little girls doing your fighting for you?
What, does that scare you? Are you afraid you'll get beat up by a girl?
She smiles threateningly. I can almost see the fire radiating off of her as her eyes blaze into the bullies. They stare Mina down for a moment, then back off.
Whatever. This wouldn't be a fair fight anyway.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Wow, they didn't give a voice actor to Bully 3. Disappointing. Slowly, they step away, kicking Rio's chair one last time. I hear them grumbling about not fighting a girl as they pass. I let out the breath that I'd been holding. We were lucky we didn't end up exchanging blows. Exchanging blows sounds weird, doesn't it? Or is that just me? Mina turns on us, rather.
Oh my gosh, you could have gotten into deep trouble.
Somebody needed to stand up to them. They can't get away with bullying people.
What if you'd actually gotten into a fight, though? You could have been suspended.
But we didn't fight.
Yeah, only because I got here in time to stop it.
The two of them pause as Rio approaches us.
Thank you guys for your help.
No problem. Are you okay?
He nods.
Yeah,
Then he hesitates.
I don't know how I can repay you guys.
There's no need.
Yeah, as long as you're okay. Rio nods again.
I'm Rio.
Kosei.
I'm Markapi, and this is Mina.
If you guys ever need homework help or something, let me know. I'm pretty good at tutoring.
He offers a wry smile. Kosei grins.
Thanks, man. We'll keep that in mind.
I'll see you around. Thanks again.
Rio collects his bag and exits the cafeteria.
Come on, let's get back to lunch.
I pull Kosei aside as we head back to our table. Hey, that was a really good thing you did. Kosei shrugs.
It was the right thing to do. I mean, what if it had been me? I'd hope that someone would stand up for me too.
Friends are here for you. You're your own MC. Dude, he is his own MC. You don't have to worry about that. He'll never be you.
How do you know?
Because you, Kosei Nakahara, are the MC of your own story. And MCs don't get bullied. He laughs.
That's right! Good thing I have my best friend to remind me of the important things.
We settle down at the table, return to our lunches.
All's well that ends well.
Mina snorts.
Would you be saying that if I hadn't arrived when I did?
Yeah.
Please! They only backed down because they were intimidated by me.
I mean, that could be it, but it's more likely that they didn't want to fight a girl.
Mina's a girl? Could have fooled me!
Mina punches Kosei's arms.
Ow!
He rubs at his fresh wound, wincing.
No wonder those guys ran away. You hit like a truck!
Mina scoffs.
I barely even touched you. Maybe you should hit the gym.
I do! Besides, if you work out so much, you'll look even more manly.
She pulls back her arm to hit him again, but Kosei dodges out of the way.
I kid.
Mina isn't convinced. She leaps out of her chair and lunges at Kosei, who scrambles away just in time. She chases after him, and the two vanish from sight. Guys, what about your food? I sigh. So much for eating lunch together. The bell rings a little while later, and back to class. For the rest of the day, I take notes and do my best to pay attention. I'm still thankful when the dismissal bell rings. I have some free time after school today. As I pack my things, I wonder if anyone wants to hang out. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. I mean, we have been pursuing Kira a lot. Erlen, you know, she's lonely. She's in this world without anyone. Then again, Kosei's our bro. Well, let's see what Erlen's doing, you know? Why not? I'm kind of curious. I'll see those milkers. I catch up to Erlen after class so we can walk home together. Ready to go?
Of course.
Seems like a good choice. We walk in silence as we exit the school. Erilyn is becoming more familiar with the route home and walks alongside me.
When we return, I'd like to request a withdrawal from the treasury in the house.
What?
The place where you store your money.
You mean a wallet? We aren't a bank. Normal people don't have treasuries. He shrugs.
That sounds much more dangerous, but alright. I'd like to request a withdrawal from your wallet.
I narrow my eyes. Why? Erilyn sighs as if the answer should be obvious.
Because I need money.
Yeah, why do you need money?
To buy things, of course.
He looks exasperated. I bite back my rising frustration. Obviously, but what do you want to buy?
Oh, just a little token of appreciation so I can say thank you for hosting me.
Oh, you don't have to, so I'm buying myself a gift. That actually kind of sounds nice. I can't keep the surprise out of my voice. Really? He glances at me.
What is so surprising about that?
I just wasn't expecting it.
It's the least I can do after all your aunt and uncle have done for me.
You're right, and it's actually very kind of you. What do you want to buy them?
Flowers.
She beams brightly, confident in her choice. That was quick. Must have been thinking about this for a while. That's a good idea. I lead the way to the flower shop, and Erilyn follows a step behind. The air is warm and mild, making it a pleasant walk. A lot of people linger outside, enjoying the nice weather before the cold sets in. After a while, I see the green awning of the shop. A nice little flower shop, if I do say so. Lots of bright flowers are neatly arranged by the window. Petals are open wide, proudly displaying a rainbow of color with a U. A small bell dings as we enter, alerting the clerk of our presence.
Welcome. Have a look around. I'll be with you in a moment.
Thanks. Erilyn already inspects the flowers. She kneels down to get a closer look, touching the petals. After making a circle in the store, she nods, calling over the clerk.
Yes, let's grab some of these sweet pea blossoms and bellflowers.
A drink break. Ahem. He points at the different plants while the clerk scrambles to collect them.
Add the hydrangeas.
The clerk reaches for the flowers.
Actually, no. Leave out the hydrangeas. Let's add camellias instead.
This continues for a bit. Sometimes Erilyn seems certain about her choice, but a moment later, will reconsider. I wait patiently for her to make her selection, but this is taking a lot longer than I thought. How hard can it be to pick out flowers? It would go a lot faster if she didn't keep changing her mind. With a sigh, I check the time on my phone. Erilyn pauses, and I look up. Oh, are you done? She shifts her gaze my way.
Not yet.
I look over to the clerk, who holds a bundle of flowers in her arms. Are you sure?
Yes. Now don't rush me. Perfection demands care.
They're just flowers. It doesn't seem like it's that hard of a choice. Erilyn crosses her arms.
Then perhaps you'd like to help.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes, if you know so much, then by all means go ahead and choose some.
Okay. If I had to make a bouquet, what would I do? Dozen roses? Ask the clerk? We're gonna ask the clerk, you know, she works here. It's her job. It makes the most sense. Why do this myself when I can leave it up to the experts? Exactly my thoughts. I turn to the clerk. I'd like to send a bouquet that says, "Thank you for your hospitality." What flowers would you recommend? Erilyn's face turns red.
That's cheating!
What? Why?
It's not a gesture from your heart if someone else makes the bouquet for you.
Then how am I supposed to choose? He flashes me a smug smile.
It's not so easy now, is it?
You're going out of your way to make it hard.
Flowers are beautiful, but they also have their own meanings. So when I choose each individual blossom, I'm sharing a message from my heart. A gift should be something personal, And that's exactly why you can't have someone else do it for you.
Interesting. Still gonna get everyone a gift card, though. I hadn't realized she was choosing her flowers based on symbolism. How do you even know all of this?
A princess must be knowledgeable in a variety of subjects. Now hush. I need to concentrate.
I quiet down and watch Erilyn select a few more flowers and green filler plants. After she's done, we bring everything to the counter and check out. I'm putting my change back in my wallet while Erilyn turns around and walks out of the store. Fighting back another sigh, I snatch the flowers and follow her out. Hey, I almost forgot these. She smiles broadly.
No, I didn't.
Then she sets off in the direction towards home. Pushing back the jolt of irritation, I follow her. Erilyn's mood seems to be lifted and there's a small spring in her step. Must be excited about this bouquet. We reach the house, and she gets to work. As a bystander, it looks like she's inserting the blossoms at random, but the concentration on her face says otherwise. What if you stuck a rose over here? I pointed between the big camellia blossom and the droopier bellflower. Erilyn shakes her head.
It would make the flowers look too cramped.
She tucks the rose in to show me.
See? The way the camellia covers half of the rose makes the whole arrangement feel too busy.
She adds a wispy sprig of green instead, making the piece feel airy and light. In spite of myself, I'm impressed. Flower arranging was never something I'd thought about, but the level of design and intricacy is immense. Finally, she takes a step back and admires her handiwork.
Another done masterpiece.
It really is. I can see the different textures that each flower and green leaf brings. Some blossoms are larger, or smaller, and although every bit of the vase is full, the bouquet doesn't feel overwhelming. That actually looks really nice.
Of course it does.
I'll admit that I'm impressed. He raises a brow.
You doubted my abilities?
Oh, you're talented. You're pretty helpless so far. This is her one thing. We'll let her have it. Not at all. I'm impressed by your talent. You must have a natural eye for design. Her face softens into a smile.
Thank you for noticing.
Either way, I wouldn't have been able to assemble such a pretty bouquet.
Indeed.
You don't have to agree so readily. She merely smiles. You hear the soft click of the front door opening. Erilyn flops up the blossoms one last time as Aunt Amiko enters the kitchen.
Hello! I just popped over for a minute because I forgot my...
She gasps when she sees the flowers.
Oh, what a gorgeous bouquet!
Erilyn beams with pride.
Please accept this as a thank you for your kindness and generosity. You and your husband have been very kind to me, and I won't forget your hospitality.
Aw, sweetie, this is so thoughtful of you. And you don't have to be so polite. It has been a delight having you stay with us.
A light pink dust Erilyn's cheeks.
I've had a wonderful stay with you, too, which is why I hope you like the flowers.
Aunt Amiko pulls Erilyn into a hug. Some girl-on-girl action, finally.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Erilyn stiffens, clearly unused to the gesture, but slowly she relaxes and hugs her back. After a moment, they pull away, and Aunt Amiko takes another look at the bouquet.
They're very beautiful, and would be such a lovely addition to our home. Why don't we display it on the table in the hall?
Erilyn nods, still smiling as she follows Aunt Amiko. I hear them talk more about the flowers. Erilyn shares the type of plants as well as their meanings. I briefly consider joining them, but I don't want to intrude. Two of them haven't really had a chance to bond yet. Once their conversation is over, I hear the door again as Aunt Amiko returns to the bakery. I join Erilyn in the hall. That went well. She nods. The bouquet turned amazing. Maybe turned out. The bouquet turned out amazing. Have you made them often?
Actually, yes. Flower arranging is an important part of a princess's upbringing, and I've always found it to be one of my more interesting lessons.
How come?
Because it's deceptively difficult. In theory, it seems like an easy practice. You just put flowers in a vase. Even a simpleton could do that.
He glances at me for emphasis. Hey.
But to turn it into an art form, you have to take into account so many different elements. Textures, colors, shapes, negative space, location of the bouquet, and so on. It's like solving a puzzle.
When she describes it like that, it does sound like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. The flowers are all the scattered puzzle pieces that have to be mixed and matched to complete the image. She flips her hair.
Of course. It helps that I've always been good at it. In fact, most of the arrangements displayed in the palace are an Ethereal original.
Oh, really? In that case, gift was extra thoughtful. Where's mine? Yeah, where's mine? I should receive one too. He blinks.
You?
Yeah, I'm also a host. Where's my gift? Raylan slides into a haughty grin.
Your gift is the pleasure of my company.
Oh, of course it is. It is pleasant indeed. I smile, although I know she's joking. This time with her has actually been fun. I can live with that.
As you should.
A moment later, she giggles.
Did you truly think I wouldn't have prepared a gift for you too?
Does that mean you did? With a sly smile, she disappears back into the kitchen. When she returns, she hands me a bright yellow flower. It has broad petals and a long cup-like center.
This is a jonquil. I chose it especially for you.
Wow, really? I didn't notice her pick this out at the shop. I'm touched by the gesture. Thank you. What does it mean? She shrugs.
You can figure it out. It's not my fault you don't know the language of flowers.
Carolyn flows into a fluid stretch.
Thank you for your assistance today. Now, after all of that work, I need to rest.
No problem. I'm already pulling up Go Gel on my phone and don't notice her exit. Quickly, I do a search for the meaning of jonquil. The results come up with return of affection. What does that mean? Is she returning my affection? What counts as affection? Maybe helping her pay for the flowers, or helping her navigate this new world? Or is she expecting me to return her affection? I freeze, my eyes growing wide. Does Erin like me? But he hasn't done anything affectionate towards me. Wait, is this referring to romantic affection or platonic? I do a bit more digging, but end up with conflicting information. Apparently it could relate to either. A groan of frustration escapes my lips. I look back up from my phone. Erin is long gone, and it would be awkward directly asking her. I somehow get the feeling she left this ambiguous on purpose. I'll look more into it later. For now, I'd better put the flower in some water. After finding a small vase, I set the flower on the windowsill in my room. The sun catches on the buttery petals, and the more I look at it, the calmer I feel. A soft smile grows on my lips. It's definitely a thoughtful gift. I return to the kitchen to clean up, but pause instead. Not only have the broken stem and leaves been collected into a pile, the extra flowers are bundled into a mini bouquet. Did Erin do this? I've never seen her clean up after herself before. I wonder if this is also part of my gift. Is this a form of her affection? Shaking my head, I clear off the discarded plants and put the bouquet in a vase. I decide to leave it in the center of the table for all to view. Afterwards, I head up to my room. The rest of the evening goes by quickly. After working on some homework, I play games until late in the night. Once I realize the time, I get ready for bed, I settle in, go to sleep, and we end the episode there. The transition day music plays, and I thank you for watching, and then I ask you for 4 favors. These 4 favors are: like, comment, subscribe, and as always help me find a girlfriend, and bye-bye.